Hey guys, it's Brew by Me. Just a little bit of an update. I'm not doing a review right now, maybe later. But I have a few beers to show you guys. And I think some of you Maritimers are going to be pretty upset. But we'll get there as soon as I go through these. I have a few new additions that I got recently. This is Brassard de Sel Rigor Mortis. Extra strong Abbey style brown ale, 10.5% ABV. Brassard de Sel Solstice d'Hiver, barley wine, 10.2% ABV. Simple Malt. It's actually supposedly one of the best microbreweries in Quebec. This is their strong malt liquor, 11.9% ABV. They're supposedly they're even better than Brassard de Sel, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll cross that river when it comes. Anyways, here's one of the Simple Malt beers. This is 8.6 ABV Vin d'Orge, whatever that means. It's all in French. Oh, it's a barley wine. Simple Malt Cascade India Pale Ale, 6.4% ABV. Simple Malt Golden Pale Ale, 5% ABV. Simple Malt IPA, 6.4% ABV. The Simple Malt Alt Beer, 6.8% ABV.
I'll bring it down, you'll bring it back up, okay?
Simple Malt Double Porter, 6.4% ABV. Simple Malt Imperial Stout, 8.1% ABV. The Simple Malt brewery is located in Saint-Eustache, Quebec. And like I said before, they're supposedly one of the best microbreweries in Quebec. And Simple Malt Scotch Ale, 8.2% ABV. Now, the good thing about this is I'll just put this aside here for a second. This is the Scotch Ale. Dump all these back in the box quickly. Don't mind the kids.
Thanks, Dad.
Alright. My Dew de Sel glass. And my Simple Malt glass. New additions as well. So put that aside. Now here's the special ones. Now this is where you Maritimers are going to get mad, I think. Let's see what I can find first here. Alright, we'll start with this one. So these recently just came out to the LCBOs in Ontario. They brought in a limited quantity, so I'm lucky to get some. Look at this! Look at this! Garrison's Winter Warmer Seasonal, 6.5% ABV. I've already reviewed this, and this was sent to me. One of these was sent to me by L. Hullrock of Hewley Beer Reviews. But I liked it so much, I seen it again down here in Ontario, so I picked it up. Garrison Brewing Company, their Black IPA, 6.2% ABV. Another one that just showed up at the LCBO recently. We don't get Garrison products up here, so that's why I'm stoked about these. The Grand Baltic Porter. Look at that, look at that. 9% ABV. I've never even heard of this one or seen this one before, but this is the Garrison Pilsner. Look at that, look at that. 4.8% ABV, so it's a light beer. Now last but not least, now this is a very, very, very rare beer. You Maritimers even have a hard time getting it, but look what showed up. No waiting outside the brewery here. Spruce beer, oh yeah. Look at that. You never, ever, ever see this down here. And on top of that, the people in the East Coast even have a hard time getting this beer. There's lineups all the time. And guess what? They shipped some down here. I'm surprised. 7.5% ABV. I cannot believe this. This is epic. This is awesome. Now look at this. There's 1, 2, Scotch ale, spruce beer, and I have another spruce beer upstairs. That's the one from the Historic Ales of Scotland. But anyways, a little bit of a vlog. I just wanted to show you guys some of my surprises, but look at this. Look at this. It only showed up at selected LCBOs in Ontario. Most of them are in the Toronto area. Unfortunately, I live far from Toronto. But they did ship some up here to Ottawa. And only select LCBOs in Ottawa. Like the big, huge ones got it. So it's pretty exciting. And now, so 5 beers from Garrison Brewery showed up at the LCBO. I'm impressed. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now a little bit of information for you guys, my YouTubers. Got a little information from Steve at Beau's Brewery, and a little email he sent me saying this is February. So basically he says February is going to be a fun-filled month of beers that they're releasing. They're going to be releasing 5 beers in February. Starting with their spring seasonal, for some reason, Beaver River IPA. So that's their IPA, and it usually comes out in the spring. They're releasing it early because it was a very popular beer for them. That's being released today, February 2nd. Then there's another one that's coming out, Mates with Dates. And this is one of the I'm guessing it's a Pro-Am beer, because it's an amateur brewer from the UK that actually brewed this for Beau's. Basically like the last one I told you about their double wide IPA, where they had the winner of the Amateur Brewing Company in Toronto come up and brew the beer for them. Well, this guy is an amateur brewer from the UK who won awards, so they brought him in, and he's making a beer called Mates with Dates. And I guess from what I understand, they're throwing a bunch of dates in the brew, and that's where you're going to get your dark fruit flavors from. And that'll be released February 9th. And then their Winter Brewed, which is their midwinter beer, I guess you'd call it, kind of right up there with Bogwater. This is their coffee infused beer that they bring out every year. I've never actually had the Winter Brewed, so I don't know what else to tell you guys about that one. That one's coming out, I believe, on the 16th of February. Now, this one is another really special one that they're bringing out. Again, it's only going to be a limited release. I don't know how many, but it's going to be their Calabro Water winter beer, which is basically, it's a beefed up version of the Winter Brewed. And by what I mean by beefed up, they're using 150 pounds of coffee to make one batch of the beer. So it's going to be a pretty intense coffee flavor my understanding anyways. And lastly but not leastly, they're going to bring out Mr. Hyde, which I sent to a couple of my YouTubers, but this is a more special, rare version of the Mr. Hyde. What it is it's the Mr. Hyde beer, but instead of fermenting it in like the stainless steel vats or whatever they have, they actually aged it in bourbon barrel aged barrels. So it's going to be a beefed up version of the Mr. Hyde with a lot more intense flavors and stuff. And that beer I might not be able to get because it's... I'll see what I can do there with Steve, but supposedly this beer is only going to be released to members of the Greener Futures Project, which is basically a bunch of people paid $300 into Bo's Brewery to help them install solar panels on top of their roof. And for their courtesy of, you know, giving the $300 to help them make a greener, more energy efficient, you know, greener building, they're releasing beers for the members of that. I am not a member of it, but you know, I do a lot of good stuff for Steve and stuff, so I help him out by, you know, distributing his beer here and there and everywhere, and you know, I review it myself, and you know what, he's a nice guy, and I'm sure that he might be able to get me a few. I don't know. Like I said, the last one I got there, I only got 2 of them. One I sent to Albino Rhino, which he reviewed and loved it, and the other one is still sitting in my cellar. I'm going to review it soon. I don't know when, but soon. Like, anyways, so basically that's it for now. Like I said, I just wanted to show you a bit of the brewskis that came in recently. I have some beers in the fridge chilling. I might do some beer reviews later. I've done a bunch of beer reviews already. They're all on the computer. I just have to get around to uploading them and editing them and stuff like that. But with kids and basement renovations and work, and you know what, I haven't really had much time to sit at the computer for like hours doing it. So when I get time, I'll do it. Anyways, please rate, comment, subscribe. Until next time, we'll talk to you later, guys. Later.